Nope. This is working on my CPU architecture. I don't want to do LFS right now. Multilib. Oh. Huh? Anyway, time to get to it. Dev Oca64 CD specs. Let's see. Let me jog my memory. Pun not intended. Right. Okay, so my ISA. I added the timer. Oh, right. I just finished somewhat adding my MMU and stuff. Right. Hello, headset. How's it going? Oh, you know what I need to do? Right. Okay, so I need to implement a way to protect pages of memory. So what I'm going to do is here in this chart you can see to convert a virtual memory address into a physical memory address, you pass these 12-bit sequences into these lookup tables, essentially. So like level 1 page table, level 2 page table, level 3 page table. And you get the first 36 bits of your physical memory address. So the output of this level 3 page table, the last 12 bits are just discarded and ignored because they're replaced with the last 12 bits of the virtual memory address, because that's the index in the actual page itself. So what I'm thinking maybe is in the disregarded 12 bits I can put read and write information. So that's what I want to try and do. So I have 3 run levels. I have 0, 1, and 2. So what I'm thinking maybe is HX in the 12 bits that are here, I want to assign, I guess, these 12 bits will be the read information. So if this bit is 1, then this means that memory address is protected, that memory page is read protected, and only execution rings, only execution rings listed here and below can read this memory. So for example, 1, this would be execution ring 0, and then 1, and then 2. So that's how that would work. And then like this bit would be write protection, And same deal here, and then I guess we could add jump protection. So if this bit is 1, then only certain execution rings can jump to this memory too. So like, for example, yeah, I think you guys get the idea. And then what could these last 3 bits be? What else should we have? How about I don't know. Any ideas? Wait, hold on. 4, 8, okay. How about I don't know. I guess they will just be unused. So, this is how I think I want to implement this. Actually, if I give each... Okay, this works. So we have read, write, and execute. And they can go from 0 to 7. I just realized that sounds familiar. Linux. Okay, so this is how I want to do read protection and write protection, execution protection. Exactly. The 12 least significant bits are read, write, execute, permissions. Page permissions. Page permissions. Right, okay. bit least significant 12 bits from the virtual memory address directly. The physical memory addresses least significant 12 bits before getting overwritten store page permission information. This information tells the MMU whether or not to allow the CPU in the current execution ring to read/write/execute the page. Let's see here. The physical memory address is least significant 12 bits before getting overwritten. This information tells the MMU whether or not to allow the CPU in the current execution ring to read, write, execute the page. Excuse me. So this will be read write execute. Read is responsible for dictating whether a page can be read or not. Write is responsible for dictating whether a page can be written to or not. Execute is responsible for dictating whether the CPU can jump execution to a page or not. page or not. The least significant one bit, the least significant bit is a Boolean dictating whether or not the permission is restrictive or lax. In other words, when this bit is 1, the page's permissions are restricted. When the bit is 0, the page can be the page can be interacted in said way by the page. Thank you. That's a good word. The page is permissive to all execution rings. Is that the correct usage of the word? When the bit is 0, the page is permissive to all execution rings. It sounds right. For that specific permission. Yeah, I guess it's better. The page is restrictive for that specific permission. The least significant bit is a Boolean dictating whether or not the permission is restrictive or permissive. In other words, when this bit is 1, true, the page is restrictive for that specific permission. When the bit is 0, false, the page is permissive to all execution rings for that specific permission. Actually, I should probably do this differently. Never mind. Yeah, it's fine. The most significant 3 bits are for, I should probably say, the other 3 bits are a 3-bit number dictating what execution ring is the maximum that can access, that is permitted to use that permission. That has that permission granted. For example, if these 3 bits are, which would be, I'll say, 1, the permission apply the only execution rings that are permitted to that permission of the page are rings 0 and 1. Here, in summary, the rings that are permitted is the ring that the 3-bit value refers to and lower. Right, yeah, okay. If the page permission is breached, how do you spell breached? If the page permission is not respected by an instruction, a hardware interrupt is triggered. This hardware interrupt depends on the permission that was disrespected. Now I'll make a table. What does this do? Okay. Read will trigger interrupt ill read. Actually, I should open up hardware interrupts. Hardware interrupts. When the MMU encounters a virtual memory address out of bounds while in user land mode. Ill read page, ill read P 10. When a read protected page is read by a non-permitted CPU ring by the CPU in a non-permitted execution ring. ill write p, ill writ p, ill ill writ p. Yeah. Okay. 11. When a write-protected page is written to by the CPU is attempted to be written to. When a write-protected page is attempted to be written to by the CPU in a non-permitted execution ring. Ill jump P. Ill exec P. When a when an execute protected page is attempted to be executed by the CPU. When a jump when an execute protected page is attempted to be executed by the CPU in a non-permitted execution ring. Oh, that's cool. Well, okay, now ill read P write. Ill writ P execute. Ill exec P yeah. Check the least significant 12 bits used for page permissions, and raise any hardware interrupts if needed. Did I update my... Oh. A while ago. make sure to raise any hardware interrupts after all the translation steps are complete. Check the least significant 12 bits used for page permissions and make sure to raise any hardware interrupts after all the translation steps are complete. Okay, I think that's the MMU implemented. I guess now let's write an emulator for this thing. So, let's get started. First off, I think I actually want to write it in here. This directory contains some simple programs written in C to do things like assemble Oca, to do things like emulate Oca64. This directory contains some simple programs written in C to do things like emulate Oca64. Binaries. The Oca64 architecture. And I'm gonna do breaks and stuff to make this look nice. Oca64 EMU. Oglo's CPU architecture. This is a very simple yet powerful. This is a very simple, I don't know if I'll make it powerful. This is a very simple emulator for the Oca64 CPU architecture. mkdir src. I'm gonna make a CMake project. CMake lists dot. Actually, I'll copy one that I already have. CMake lists.txt. This will be Oca64 EMU. It will be version 1. a simple emulator for the Oca64 CPU architecture. I'm gonna write it in C99. Okay. Yep. Gonna do this. What variable does CMake store the build output in? The build path in. CMake, gotcha. Wait, project source dir equivalent for the binaries output. So make binary dir. I know there's like one that I have to use that's similar. Okay, well. That works. What variable does CMake store the build output directory in? I want to use the right one. That's the thing. Okay, I guess I'm using the right one. I'm going to keep using C99. Yeah, LFS is interesting, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm not going to use C23 because not all compilers support it. I want this program to be easily compiled with any C compiler. Like, even C11 is not supported by some. Configure file. Also, like, all the main improvements to C that I really benefit from are in C99. Yeah, see, I don't want to have to need an actually up-to-date compiler. I want it to just work. Okay, let's see. Like that. And then, add executable. Yeah, like that. What's wrong with using a compiler for 1999? Hello, Astro Sam. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Yep. Here we go. Look at that. How the hell did you get in here? Bruh, welcome. Dude, that's awesome. That's so cool. We got a big YouTuber in here. And also one of my inspirations for even getting into CPUs in the first place. Let's see, so configure file. Right, now I need to make all the files that I need for the source code. Touch src main.c, touch src cmake in cmake.h.in. Right. Actually, I'm gonna copy the one I have from coding C oglolib src oglolib internals cmake h in src, and then I'm gonna edit this. And then in here I'll say oglo Oca64 EMU. There we go. And I need to get rid of all these libs too. Lib, get out of here. There we go. There we go. So that's that, and then I'm gonna put hello world in here. stdio.h int main return 0 printf hello world \n, and then I'm going to I mean, I can't use pragma once because it's not C++. And I don't want to use C++ because C++ is very weird and has a lot of things that I just don't like. And I mean, I don't need C++ either. Like, I already implemented my own vector and hash map. I know how all this stuff works. You know what I need? I need CP, don't take that out of context, coding C, oglolib, git ignore, here, git ignore, right, yeah, there we go. No, I mean, user experience, I guess, but morality, no. Just use Florp. I did some more research on the whole Firefox debacle, and it seems that downstream forks of Firefox are fine. It's just main branch Firefox, mainline Firefox, it's all messed up. Oca64 EMU, there we go, the build system set up. Wait, what? Wait, so Firefox is just source readable now? Not quite, what? Holy crap. Dude, I'm starting to like OpenMandriva more and more. Like, their decision to not use Firefox is really cool. They're instead using ungoogled Chromium. And then they came out and said that whole thing of like, hey, we're not going to allow politics in our project. Come in here if you just want to focus on the code and write code and stuff, which is awesome. I really like OpenMandriva. Int arg c char arg v. I guess, how should I... I really miss, like, the clap crate in Rust. I'm gonna have to implement an argument parser from scratch. That's not so bad. And I'll do it in global variables so it's performant. Get opt. Does that actually work in C, though? Now, is this bash get opt or C get opt? No problems in life that loop can't solve. Huh. Man3 get opt. Thank you. Include uni std. Right, and this should work on Windows as long as you have mingw. Int get opt, int argc, char argv, const char opt string. Oh wow, okay, I'm starting to like see more and more. Like FU Rust? Hello? Bro. So, okay, you pass in the arg count and the arguments. I mean, safety's nice, but like the Rust guys are all saying like our safety's good because C safety is completely unmanageable and a headache. But then I do C safety and it's like, okay, just create an arena. Boom. Like, C is actually, if you program in it well, it's not hard to make a safe C program. Just keep your usage of malloc to a minimum, and yeah. Yeah, C is a pretty good language, actually. I don't know why, but my brain shuts down when I try and read man pages like this, so... Okay, here we go. NeoVim kind of acts weird as a man pager. I don't know why. Like, if I go down and there's a table somewhere in here, yeah, like here, I need to do that. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I think... Oh, okay. Man3 get opt. Set no wrap. Boom. Well, actually no boom, because now I have to do this. Oh wait. Okay. Oh god. I don't like this. Yeah, this is fine. I'll probably make my own man pager in the future. So, I want some examples. The getOpt function parses the command line arguments. Its arguments argc and argv are the argument count in array as passed to the main function. Main function on program invocation. An element of argv that starts with dash and is not exactly dash or dash dash is an option element. The characters of this element, aside from the initial dash, are option characters. If getOpt is called repeatedly, it returns successively each of the option characters from each of the option elements. The variable opt-end is the index of the next element to be processed in argv. The system initializes this value to 1. The caller can reset it to 1 to restart scanning of the same argv, or when scanning a new argument vector. If getOpt finds another option character, it returns that character, updating the external variable opt-end and static variable nextchar so that the next call to getOpt can resume the scan with the following option character argv element. Okay. If there are no more option characters, getOpt returns -1. This opt-end is the index in argv of the first argv element that is not an option. The getOpt long function works like getOpt, except that it also accepts long options started with 2 dashes. If the program accepts only long options, then opstring should be specified as an empty string, not null. Long option names may be abbreviated if the abbreviation is unique or an exact match for... This man page is... Compared to other man pages, this is a terrible man page. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask find for some examples. Example uses of getOpt and getOpt long in C. I don't like these stupid graphs that it generates. While C getOpt. Okay, so it's just looping. Switch A flag 1, C value, opt arg, break. Oh. Okay, so I'm assuming opt arg is an internal variable. If opt case, if opt, what? Okay, interesting. Let's try this. Okay, yeah, so since it uses some global variables, I will make a separate C file. Touch args HC, and then main C, I want to include args dot h if not defined Oca64 emu args hg define Oca64 emu args hg end if. And then this fan is making my hand muscles cold. Yes, I pretty much finished writing a CPU specification, so now I'm just writing an emulator so I can catch any stupid bugs or whatever oversights in my specification. And right now I'm just writing an argument parser. Type def struct args. Yeah. Not yet. No hardware yet. But hopefully soon, and then a custom operating system and C compiler and whatnot. Not yet, but so I don't have it public yet, but that's just because I want to publicize it once it's fleshed out and like actually works and stuff. But I can briefly show you. Here, I'll zip it up in a tarball and share it with you guys. Tar cv zf Oca64 specs.tar.gz specs. What did I do wrong? Oh, silly me. There we go. So then I'll, why? Why did you switch to Chrome, bro? Why? File, Oca64 specs.tar.gz 0x0st. Here you go. And it's not a very basic. Let me make it HTTPS. It's not a super basic spec either. It has things like an MMU and a timer chip and stuff. So I am writing it in such a way where I could actually make a modern operating system run on it. Okay, args h, this struct. Am I gonna have a BIOS? Yeah, so correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who's watching. I believe what a BIOS is it's a bit of code that stays on your motherboard next to now it is. So from what I understand, yeah, it's like it's an interface that provides subroutines that can be called by the bootloader operating system that do things like interface with hardware for you. And it always starts at memory address 0, and it's stored on a non-volatile chip too. Or wait, it's stored on a read-only memory chip, so it's like, yeah. Yeah, EEPROM. Yeah, Astro probably knows more about this stuff than me when it comes to the actual hardware side of things. So yeah. And he probably knows more about how CPUs work in general, but yeah. I do want to go to college, though, for electrical engineering. Let's see. Should I do it up here? No, I'll do it in the C. I'm trying to figure out what I should do for ARGs. Yeah, that's what I want to do, make a breadboard CPU. I also want to get an FPGA and program it to emulate my CPU. Yeah, that's what I've heard before. No, I'm not in college or university yet. I'm just a random homeschooler in Texas. Yeah, what I've heard is that, like, electrical engineers will tell people looking to get a CS degree to instead get an electrical engineering degree, because it teaches you CS and a bunch of other useful stuff. So CS is like a stripped down version of electrical engineering, I guess. Let's see. Bool. Huh? A based opinion gift tacos in it. Bruh. I'm not scary, am I? Pulls out a knife. No, pulls out my gun. CS is more on the theoretical algos. Yeah, but with electrical engineering, you end up learning a lot of that anyway, because you have to learn about like loopback buffers or whatever they're called. Where it's Ben Eater had a video on it. It's a buffer where you write to it, and when it gets to the end, it loops back around to the beginning of the buffer and overwrites. Yes. Yeah, ring buffer, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, musical theory. Now that's a good degree too. I need to learn music theory. Let's see. Verbose. I'll have a verbose flag. I'll have a debug flag. And I'm a weirdo, so I'm gonna use std bool. You got a C, but I'm in music theory. Embedded code for... Oh, I'm not gonna say the name of this on YouTube, just in case it flags something. But nice. So, what this library is, yeah, it's a haptics library written in Rust. Of course it's written in Rust. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That video almost made me unsubscribe. That video he made of, yeah, kind of ridiculous. Is this it? No, that's a highlight. It's this one. Right? Yeah, so the developer of this project is like a furry who does weird kinky stuff, and he was saying that they stopped letting randos contribute to the project because there were people actually getting hurt from bugs in the code, which is kind of insane. Like, a machine that, God, I don't want to say too much on YouTube because YouTube is all weird, but a machine that goes back and forth, code that was supposed to make that machine stop going back and forth would instead make it go back and forth at max speed, and people were getting really hurt by that, which was scary for them. The only hole I'm willing to put a lithium ion battery in is my mouth, and that is just to wait. Are 9-volt batteries lithium ion batteries? Yeah. Sometimes I'll lick a 9-volt battery. That's it. I guess I am scary, aren't I? Amn't I? Parse args. Yeah, exactly. Int arg c char arg v. Have you seen B5RC? What's that? B5RC. Oh, this looks interesting. Is this it? Wait. Hold on. I see VR chat and I'm immediately sussed out. Oh, is this like a library where you think stuff and it... I need to see this. Yes, you're thinking stuff and stuff happens. That's actually really cool. Yeah. See, I love it when people, instead of crapping out half-assed projects for new trendy tech, they actually try and innovate it. I'm assuming you guys are not together anymore. I'm working this semester to get it to control a fursuit protogen head. Oh. Yeah, dude, tell me how that goes. Like, I'm not actually into that kind of stuff, but tell me how that goes. I'm very curious. I assume you mistyped and you meant to say will do. Dude, the amount of times I've lost friends just because of different opinions is crazy. And it's not me who wants to not be their friend anymore. It's just, like, for whatever reason, people just don't want to be my friend anymore simply because of an opinion I have. And my opinions are somewhat controversial, but I think they're coexistable. I mean, if it gives you any comfort, I'm not 100% a Gentoo user. I use Gentoo on my desktop, but due to issues with Gentoo on my laptops, I have to use other distros on those. Driving a farm haul tractor to church. That's awesome though. Yeah. Oh, Astro Sam, I don't know if you're still here, but I just saw your comment about Bluetooth earbuds, and this reminds me of when I got into Minecraft data packing. I was trying to make a door that smoothly opens. It's like sort of smoothly. It would go in steps, like and then fully open. I remember I was trying to sync up the sound with the animation, and I got it all sunk up. And then I remember I turned off my laptop because I was satisfied, and I plugged in USB headphones to listen to it again, and it was not synced. And the reason why is because I was syncing it with Bluetooth headphones on. Yeah, dude, it's got an FM radio. That's amazing. Dude, you're making my Texas spirit tingle with happiness. Reminds you of tuning robots. What do you mean by that? Arg. Okay. So I'm gonna while. Right, and I know I need to char. See, it's char, right? Wait, hold on. Advanced get opt long. Get opt long option. Oh, okay, interesting. Case 0. Okay, so. Oh. A tuning robot? I see. I'm just an Ohio boy. We grow corn and Buc-ee's and Buc-ee's here. And you've also got the weird activities. Nah, I know that's a meme. You got Buc-ee's? Well, we also have Buc-ee's. We have Buc-ee's literally everywhere. Buckeyes. No, so I'm running Gentoo right now. And, I'm running Gentoo. Nuts in your eyes. I'm running Gentoo right now. And, I am using Hyperland. And, this bar up here is Waybar. And, Waybar, yeah. Here, if you want to take a look at my Hyperland race, I can send it. Let me make sure the link is right. Yeah. I'm gonna... Oh, I have to... Oh, frick, okay. Static struct... I'm gonna make some options here. So, actually, instead of this, I'm gonna do, I'm starting to, like, really like C for some reason. Oh, also, this is a header file, not an implementation file. Parse command line arguments. Actually, I'm using Gen 2 because I saw Zany using Gen 2. So, close, but very far. I don't know. I just never really gave C a fair shot. But now that I have given C a fair shot, holy crap, I like it. Include uni std.h. Yeah, so I guess by proxy, you got me to use Gen 2. And then Emolo helped me staying using Gen 2. Right, now I need to actually implement that function. Uh-huh. Oh. There we go. And then I guess I need static const option options. It's an array. Get opt.h. Is it in stdlib? stdlib.h. No. What is this in? Oh. I see. And see, this is why C99 is the minimum I'll use, is I can use designated initializers. Though I don't know why it's not. Is it just not? How can I view the implementation for this? Oh, right. To cast it. Struct option. Alright, good luck, good night, Tenley J. Hope to see you again soon. Verbose. Verbose, no argument. No argument. Oh, that is so cool that C has all of this built into the standard library. It's POSIX. Yeah, well, when I say standard library, I just mean all the common C standards in general. So like POSIX, the C standard library, like all of that. Isn't there another one like ISO C or something? And CC. Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna have to put this in here for proper scoping. Right, is this, Hello, Jonathan Spiva. Oh, wait. It's Spoongle. I'm gonna keep calling you Spoongle because I can't pronounce yeah. Welcome, Spoongle. How you doing? Name debug has arg, no argument, flag. Oh, Ladybird. Nice. Yeah. I've heard let me Yeah. Yeah, it began on a Serenity OS. Yeah. Serenity OS was really cool when I tried it. It's like Windows, but actually based. Slows. Yeah, well, building a web browser is really hard. I did not notice the similarity in naming until you brought that up. Debug, flag debug, and then val 1. Int flag debug. Oh boy. Hello Elm, how's it going? Yeah, I actually unsubscribed from Brody just because his content is kind of mid, and I have a thing on YouTube where if I subscribe to too many channels without gaining enough subscribers, YouTube will not actually let me subscribe to more channels. And it's really annoying. Yeah, like all Brody does is he'll make like a very enticing thumbnail and title, and it'll get you all hyped up. And that's just him reading like maintainer comments and stuff, like arguments. It's just like, bro, you used to make actually useful content about how to use certain things on Linux and covering cool projects on Linux, and now you just read people's arguments. Like, bro. I've told him before. I've literally told him about this before, and he just refuses to improve. Linux bedtime stories, yeah. Actually, for me, when I want to listen to a Linux bedtime story, I listen to Brian Lunduke. Yeah, some people just can't be helped. That's true. Using an alt account to... I could do that. I could do that. I do have a second channel. Which the way that YouTube works, you can create more channels under the same email and stuff, but they are completely separate YouTube accounts. So this is where I posted the song I made in C++. It's very quiet. Let's see if I can boost it. Negative 40.6 decibels. I'll bring it up to here so you guys can hear it. And I know for some devices that song actually does sound kind of corrupted. Like it doesn't sound right. I don't know why, but it just doesn't sound right for some people. But I can show you like actually down... Oh, look at that. I'm getting some actually good YouTube recommendations this time instead of just nothing but ASMR. Oh, what's this? So here's a source code for that song. As you can see, it's actually written in C++. I'll play the first part. Yeah, that's peak brain rot. We're gonna, yeah. I bleed now. It's like ladybug. I'm not gonna say that on YouTube just because YouTube gets very weird when when you say words like that. I sound like I'm 4. No, I don't. You're so mean. I'm not 4. And oh, you probably don't see it because it got held for review by YouTube. Do 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 do. Asimbat. There's nothing against Russian words though, I don't think. So I can say like, suka, 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 blet, bum, 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 bum. Like I can say as many Russian words, Pedor, that kind of thing. And YouTube will not get mad because YouTube only really understands English. Oh my god, you're actually right. Holy crap. You need help? Dude, Elm, every time you ask for my help, you present me with a Linux bug that I didn't even know was possible. Do you really think I'm going to be able to help you, bro? I don't think anyone can help you. Oh, okay, that would be easy to fix. Just change your keyboard layout. Let's see. Struct, get opt. How do you use get opt long? Get opt long, while see, get opt long. Oh, okay, I see. So get opt long is the same as get opt, but it silently parses long stuff for me. Okay, cool. While... Do I need to make char C? Where's C? Int C, okay. Right, it's int because char cannot store things like -1. Int C, while C get opt long. Get opt long, arg C, arg V. Oh, that, I should mark this as const too. Const. Your computer is not made for Linux. You're right. Our computers are never made for Linux. Linux is made for our computers. The universe is made for Linux. Very deep talk. -1 switch C. Program in C. Program in C. Program in C. Pointers assembly. Manage your memory with malloc and free. Don't sync your app with runtime bloat. Software in C will stay afloat. Do what you want there, close to the hardware. Program in C. Do 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 do. Const char short ops. Okay, oh, and what does this mean? Right, but what does this colon... Man3 get opt. Man page time. Yeah. The getOpt long function works like getOpt, except that it also accepts long options, started with 2 dashes. If the program accepts... Okay. The program accepts only long options, and op string should be specified as an empty string, not null. On option names, previous K. I'm not even in college yet, so I wouldn't know. If flag is null, for example, the calling program may set val to the equivalent short option. Otherwise, getOpt returns 0. I'm gonna have to look up a tutorial for getOpt. I can't believe this. options. Long opts. Long options. Well, see, I can actually go to college for free. Why? Because I'm a minor. What do you mean, use of undeclared identifier null? Are you stupid, C compiler? Excuse me? How dare you tell me that? I'm sorry, what is happening? What? I don't know. Apparently here in Texas you can get free tuition if you're a minor. I could be wrong, but I think it's a new thing that the Trump administration did. Well, like, I can go to college for free. I guess tuition's the bad, the wrong word. Actually, wait, hold on. Huh? You guys are seeing this too, right? What? Excuse me? Wait, what? Is null part of uni std lib h? How? Huh? What? Okay. I guess I'll put break here, just in case. I know this is nonsensical. argv. Oh, it's a... Okay. I know it's no return, but your mom... Fine, I'll remove it. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I do make a fair point. I'm gonna keep it. You might be very annoyed to see this, but just hear me out. Your mom. Get opt in C.
Okay, hello and welcome back to another C tutorial. So we're going to be learning how to use the get opt function in C. So let's just get into it.
Yeah, it's in the default block.
Yeah, so that we can store our get opt values into. So option bar RC and then we choose H.
But what do those colons mean? What do those mean? Ah! What the fuck did... Okay. Verbose debug colon. I love how Google like inserts these things, these emojis. We don't even know what does those mean. Yeah.
Or you can either choose -n, -h, -f, -e.
I'm trying to do it too, but I can't.
Switch. Option val.
Oh, please don't write your whiles and switches like that. Oh my god, dude. It looks like a function call. Okay, continuing.
Okay, for each possible value, so we'll start with n. So we're just going to print hello world.
So just not gonna explain those colons, okay.
The counter, and we'll just set this to 10. Doesn't really matter what we set that to be. And then we will
My hyperlink configuration?
if not equal to no, we will set counter equal to the integer version of opt-arg.
Here, Respering, oh, yeah. You could also just go into my Discord server. Oh yeah, if you go into my Discord server, just stay out of the degenerate chat channel. It's not NSFW or anything like that, it's just very political.
So that totally just converts a string to an int, and counter is an int. So here we go. And that's all we're going to do for n. So n, because there's a colon there, has to be, this is what you have to input in the console line. So executable name, and that's all.
This guy has to be trolling.
Spaces, and then we do dash n.
Wait, did he talk about the colons?
And that's all we're going to do for n. So n, because there's a colon there, has to be, this is what you have to input in the console line. So executable name, and that's all.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the AI again. In get opt, get opt. What does it mean for a colon to be in the flags list? In get opt, a colon in the flags list indicates that an option requires an... Oh, okay. Okay. Aki-daki. So, Gotcha. Awesome.
Not space. It's no spaces. And then do dash and whatever number, so like 89 or something like that.
I'm glad you asked. \n is not the same as std end l. std end l does the same thing as \n, but it also flushes the entire terminal. So it's actually discouraged to use std end l. Yeah, it flushes the file buffer of std out.
But for H, we just have dash H and no arguments after. Nothing afterwards. It's taken in.
I mean, my server isn't specifically Arch Linux, but it's Linux with Arch users in it.
And right here, case H, we're just going to print out a help message. So I already have this help message created.
No worries, bro.
It's just a couple of print statements. It's nothing you couldn't do yourself. You would be able to figure out.
Dude, this guy's tutorial's actually ass.
And then we have case E, so we're going to print a random even number. So we're going to have
Welcome to this presentation from the Urban Penguin. My name is Andrew Mallet, and today
Oh wait, I'm already subscribed to this guy too.
and the use of getOp, so we can use command line options within our C programs. As always, you can find these videos on theurbanpenguin.com. If you're on Twitter, you can.
Yeah, I used to have Vaxery in my server, but I think I have Typecraft in my server. I also have the creator of PolyMC in my server.
Follow me at the Urban Penguin, and on
Yeah, one of my mods kicked him. Yeah. Honestly though, I actually kind of like Vaxery. He's funny. Or rather, he's entertaining.
Facebook, you'll be able to find and like my page, The Urban Penguin. So we'll be using the command line on our Raspberry Pi using the Debian operating system, and we're going to create a temperature conversion program that will convert
I did not ban that mod, but that mod actually left.
temperatures from centigrade to Fahrenheit or vice versa. So we're going to need to use the -C option to convert centigrade and the -F option to convert Fahrenheit to centigrade. So you can see that we're able to convert our centigrade
Okay,
temperatures
bro.
into Fahrenheit and our Fahrenheit temperatures into centigrade. If we put an invalid option in, then we want to make sure an error shows on the page. So we'll be looking at how we can build this on our Raspberry Pi Debian system. Of course, there's no real need to use a Raspberry Pi. We are fundamentally looking at C programming here, and showing what use we can put to the Raspberry Pi device. And using something like temperature conversion is quite a practical thing for young people to get involved with because they can see the use of it straight away. So we're going to start off creating then our temp.c, so our source file, and we're going to put in our headers. And we're probably starting off with the usual suspects. So that's
Because I flexed my N-word pass. I'm actually not proud of that moment, but MAGA gave me an N-word pass, so I was like, oh, cool. It was in the Degenerate chat channel, so it was like everybody in there kind of went a little rowdy. But yeah. I'll probably go back later and delete my message.
standard library and standard I/O. We're also going to have
It was like 4 a.m. too when I sent that message, so I wasn't thinking straight either.
the get opt header. So we just put our header files in. So you can see we've got standard lib, standard IO, and get opt.h is our three headers that we've included. We'll now get straight into building our main function. Of course, most C programs are going to expect a C program. So we'll have the main function return an integer, and accept as arguments the argument count, which is an integer, and then an array of character pointers, which is quite normal for main. So we can have character strings provided as arguments. We of course want to interrogate these arguments with getOp, looking for options, and options are going to start with minus or minus minus. So we can identify standard arguments from options that we are providing. Within our main lump of code, we're going to have an integer variable. We are calling it option, and we're going to populate this within a while loop that calls getOpt. As long as we can read an option, we can report that option value. If there are no longer any options left, getOpt will report minus 1. So we want to keep looping around until getOpt reports minus 1. GetOpt, we're going to look at the argument count in each argument, and specifically we're going to be looking for options C and F. Anything else then would be an invalid option. So we want centigrade or Fahrenheit as options. And so we want to keep looping around whilst it's not equal to minus 1. So whilst there are options available, we are going to loop. We'll now set up the code block, again with curly braces that will indicate what we do whilst we're in this while loop. And we're going to be running a switch statement, which is all intents and purposes going to be interrogating each of the options that we find. So we go switch option, and then we'll open up again curly braces for our block of code that we're going to do with our switch statement, and then case. And then the first option that we're looking at is C. So if we've chosen centigrade, so minus C, we set up the colon, the 2 dots, and then the code that we want to do. So we'll just print you want centigrade.
It's not Windows 95.
Worry about the code that we need to add.
It's Debian.
And once we've got this and the semicolon put in, we're going to be putting a break statement. So the break statement is going to exit this loop of code. So once we found the C option, we don't need to check for anything else until we interrogate the next option as we go through the while loop again. So we can copy this down and paste it in to look for our Fahrenheit options. And then finally, we'll put our default case. So if we don't find C or F, we can then really print an
Looks
message.
nice though.
So using the default keyword, we can write printf, and then whatever error message or anything like that we want to send. So with that ready, we can go out and check our code. So save it, compile it, and then we can execute it. So I'm just going to use // because the current directory is not in my path statement. And we can see that we put in minus C, we get the centigrade message. We put in minus F, we get the Fahrenheit message. Put in an invalid option, then we can get an invalid option shown like this. This is coming from getOp itself. One thing though we do have to be careful of is putting in both options. Centigrade and Fahrenheit for us really are mutually exclusive, but you can see we can put in minus CF or minus C minus F, and we get both options where we'd only be converting from one temperature to another. Dropping back then into our Vi text editor, we're going to add in some variables to support this. And we're going to go through into our main function. We're going to add in int C flag, and we'll set its value to 0, and we'll do the same thing with the F flag and set that to 0. So really, we can tell whether or not we've already set centigrade with the C flag and whether or not we set Fahrenheit with the F flag. We've already entered the code for our Fahrenheit testing, so we only need to set it in for our centigrade testing. But we'll have a little if statement, so we can write if, and if we just put in the brackets C flags, that's really testing that it's true, that it has a value of 1. Remember, it's starting with a value of 0. We're then going to print out the message that we're only allowed one option, and we're going to exit out of the code. So printf only one option, and then a new line, and then to make sure that we don't process anything else, we'll exit with an error code of 1. If it's currently set to 0, so if it's not true, then we can then go C flag ++ to increment it. To make sure that we're only taking one option, centigrade or Fahrenheit, we'll increment the Fahrenheit flag. So F flag ++. And we'll do this both for centigrade and Fahrenheit options. We'll increment the C flag and F flag, both centigrade and Fahrenheit. So if we choose either, then both flags are going to be at a value other than 0, so it'll only allow us to select one option. So we can see now that when we go through, we can choose centigrade or Fahrenheit, but if we try and choose both centigrade and Fahrenheit, we get you want Fahrenheit, but then we exit the code with only one option. You want centigrade, and then we exit with only one option. Doesn't matter how we do it, minus C, minus F, it still exits. Next, we need to look at providing a better error reporting mechanism. At the moment, we're running printf only one option and an exit command, but the reality is...
Oh cool, we're 2 hours in. Noise.
We're going to create a new function. It's not returning anything into the use of the word void. We're calling it print_usage, and in the block of code that makes up this function, we're going to use printf to display a message back to our user. It's really just going to be how you use the program, so something like usage, and then we can put a colon and then the name of the program, so temp, and then minus C, and our value, and then the vertical bar normally means or temp minus F, and the temperature value. Put in a new line with a /n, and then of course we can build in our exit statement into the same function. Here we're going to exit with an error code of 2. So where we've referenced in our statements before, the printf only one option and the exits are moving
You should use reboot, not shutdown. If you're powering off the computer, use power off. You should never use the shutdown command directly.
And adding in, of course, then the print underscore usage with no arguments, plus semicolons in. And of course, this is only some of the testing that we've been doing. We should be looking for the arguments passed through to the program, so the arg count. It has to be at least 2 for it to work. If it's only got 1 argument, then that's going to be the program name in itself. So we have to have at least 2 arguments for the program to be effective.
No problemo.
0 is the program itself, argument 1 is the first argument. So here we're testing to see if the count of the arguments is less than 2, and then if it's less than 2, again we can use the print usage function that we created. So the whole idea was reusing code and only writing the code through once, not writing multiple times. So that in place, we can go and save, recompile, and test. So if I run now temp, and I don't provide any arguments, I get my usage statement, forcing it through, and running minus C, we get the correct centigrade, minus F, we get the correct Fahrenheit. But if I provide 2 arguments, then again we see the usage statement. By now, though, you must be thinking we need this code to do something, not just print to the screen. So let's go back and take a look at our code. We're going to create a couple of extra functions here. One to do the Fahrenheit to centigrade, and one to do the centigrade to Fahrenheit. So the first one we're going to look at, we're called print underscore Fahrenheit, and this will be then taking our centigrade to Fahrenheit conversion. So we're returning, I think, void print underscore Fahrenheit, but we're accepting
He spelled it wrong.
parameter that we'll call temp. Float is just allowing decimal places. Put in the curly braces and we'll define what we create within the function. We're defining then a variable that we'll use, so float f equals, and this is where the calculation comes. This is then just the formula to convert centigrade to Fahrenheit. So we're going to multiply the temperature by 9, divide by 5, and add 32. Come on, you should have that in your heads. So that's the calculation. So we take the temperature, run the calculation on it, and then of course we want to report it back to the screen. So with printf, we go %.2f, so that's allowing a placeholder with 2 decimal places. And we'll say centigrade is, and then again another placeholder with 2 decimal places. This is just so where the calculation might have many decimal places, to keep it onto the screen, we'll just allow for only 2 decimal places. So temperature centigrade is then in Fahrenheit. We take our temperature, that's what we pass through to the function, and then our result, which is F. So our centigrade temperature is temp, our Fahrenheit temperature, which is the
Maybe use sudo.
shown as F. So printf will allow for these placeholders, format them with a percent, and then we can use numbers in front of the symbol to specify the places that we allow. We can copy this across, so we can then copy the print Fahrenheit across, and we can then call it print centigrade, and this will do then our Fahrenheit to centigrade calculations. So we'll have it as the same, excepting the argument as a float called temp, but inside the function we'll then have our float called C, so we'll have a variable called C, and the calculation takes the temperature in Fahrenheit and minuses 32, multiplies by 5, and then of course we're going to divide by 9. Change our result set to print correctly. This is where cut and paste can be a little bit of a problem sometimes when you forget to tidy everything up. So our temperature in Fahrenheit is then displayed in centigrade, and we're taking the input parameter temp, and then our local variable C. Of course, to make this do something, we've got to change the code itself. So instead of printing F, we can then go through and print underscore.
So, MAGA, this is C code. This is not C++, this is C code. When you use C++, though, you should use stdcout.
Fahrenheit, and we need to pass through to that the temperature. But our arguments are character arguments, so we need to convert them to a float, because our functions we're just creating, we're accepting input parameters of floats. So we can use then the function a to f, and then the opt argument, the argument that we supply to the option C. We'll see how that is done in a few moments. And the same thing, we need to drop down to our Fahrenheit. This one is going to print centigrade, to print the Fahrenheit temperature in centigrade. And of course, we're going to use the same type of argument. We're going to pass through to the print underscore centigrade function, a to f, opt arg. Now, so we need to make sure that we are then providing arguments to these options. So back where we were looking at get opt and allowing C and f, we just put a colon in front of the option. So C colon will ensure we have to have an argument after the option C. F colon will ensure that we have to have an argument after the option F. If we put in 2 colons, so C colon colon, they become optional arguments. We go and save the code, compile it again with our GCC, and then when we look at running it, so we now got temp minus F, we can see that we need an argument. Minus C, we can see that we need an option. So all of this is just being provided by getOpt. But now when we look at temp minus C 20 with an option, we then get 20 centigrade is 68 Fahrenheit, or 212 centigrade is 413.6. Looking at our Fahrenheit, we see 212 Fahrenheit is 100 centigrade. And we can see now we have some functionality behind our code. And the reality is...
Wait, how did he get those arguments?
F colon will ensure that we have to have an argument after the option F.
Oh, optarg. I see how getOpt works now. I think. Also, geez, let's play something that's not... There we go. Okay, so I don't need arguments. Oh, hey, Baco. What's up? I remember I first met you on Revolt. Did you switch to Linux? Are you still using Windows? How's it going? Ah, but then after that you'll probably switch to Linux? Ah, you could dual boot. Then again, dual booting can get kind of messy. Yeah, sadly Mago was also forced to use Windows. Oh, is this in Uni STD? What provides P-error? I don't know, but once you have to start asking questions like that, it's probably not a good idea. Oh, stdio. Okay. Oh, I understand the question now. I'm pretty sure for GPU pass-through, you actually have to have a second dedicated GPU. What's iGPU? Oh, yeah, you could have like Linux run on your integrated. That's really tough to do. Like that kind of setup though is super tough to do. I could probably macroize this. No, I'm not gonna. That's just gonna be messy to macroize it. Either I finally buy a named GPU, or B, I use my money on some stuff I've wanted for. Use your money on something you've wanted for a while. I think that's better. Because it will mean more to you. True, yeah. So you'd have to get like a new CPU, potentially a new motherboard, that kind of thing. Doesn't sound worth it. Now what is this error? Oh, it's because I added char const argv. I see. I need to do it here too. Like that. And now I should be able to parse arguments. I'll also make that print usage function. And I'll use fprintf so a custom file descriptor can be said. What I'll do actually is have this configurable. Or no, not configurable, but like it will automatically pull this. Program name. So I'm going to take a more, so yes and no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take more of like a modern architecture approach where graphics is not part of the CPU architecture. Instead, I'm going to do something where I'm going to have basically this emulator is going to have the option to kind of insert a virtual I/O terminal, or a virtual I/O CRT in a way, and then I'll have a driver that you can insert directly into your code or something to interact with that. And yes, the CPU architecture assumes a BIOS. It's the BIOS is not like part of the architecture. It just actually, yeah, it kind of is, because the chip is going to automatically start executing code at address 0, and it is assumed that the code at address 0 is the BIOS. But in terms of actually using the BIOS, that's all up to the actual program, like the bootloader and the kernel and stuff. But the BIOS, I'll probably write a BIOS specification, and it will have specifications. The specification will have stuff for a subroutine you can call that allows you to put stuff on the screen, that kind of thing. And I don't know if this is just me, but something I really like is when a technology interfaces with a specified standard of something, and that standard's implementation is partially up to the vendor of the machine that it's on. So when you run your code on that machine, like the graphical part that is okay to look different actually does look different because the underlying implementation is slightly different. I think that's really cool whenever that happens, because it feels more personalized for every machine. So I think what I want to do as well is add specifications so there will be a subroutine to draw text that the BIOS controls, but the font for that text will be a bitmap, or however, like the font will be implemented however the BIOS wants to implement it, so the font might look different depending on which BIOS you're using. Though, I will also include part of the specification that actually allows the program to know how big each character in that font will be, and I will make it so that font has to be monospace. But that will be the only defined part of the font. Oh, the font would also have to be ASCII, no Unicode, because that would be painful. And if you're doing Unicode graphics in the BIOS, you're doing something wrong. Oh my god, dude. That would be cool, but like crazy at the same time. Also, I don't want to come off as advertisey, but I'm gonna put my Discord server in the chat just because it would be pretty awesome if you joined. I'm looking for more people who do stuff like this. And you're definitely one of those people that I want in my Discord server. Just a quick warning, the Degenerate channel does get very political, so if you don't want to deal with politics, just don't go in there. I made that channel as like a venting spot so people could freely talk about politics without polluting the general chat. Oh, sweet. He actually joined. Let's go. Welcome. See, Chads, let's go. And I believe I actually have a role. Yeah, YouTuber. Enable debug output. Something I want to learn is how C variadic functions work under the hood. If argc is less than 2. No, yeah, I guess. I guess I'll leave that out, actually. Or no, if argc is less than 2, so it's 1 or 0, then I want to print usage. I like this syntax where I don't have to do curly braces if it's just like a short statement like this. It makes C code very clean. Shawan. Okay, I'm going on a little side tangent. Nope. Arg v0. Actually, I should say if argc equals 0, die. Bro, I don't know how, but like, your system doesn't work properly. fprintf std error. Oh wait, I can turn this into a variadic function, I think. Const char restrict. Okay. Const char restrict format, and then boom, now it's variadic. Format, how do I, is it VA args? How to define a variadic function in C? What if I just want to pass the variadic arguments to printf. Is there a VF printf? VA list. VA list. std arg h. Isn't it possible for argc0 if called from another program so it wouldn't be not working properly? I actually don't know. No, I think I think even when you do like the system function, I think it still works properly. But I will change the error just in case. Argument count is 0. Cannot parse. std std error. I want to move this so it's more file restrict stream. File restrict stream. There we go. Now, right, std include std arg.h. And then va list args, va args, va start. Oh. How does this work? VA list, VA args. VA start. VA start. VA args. No, what am I doing wrong? VA start args format. Right? Hold on. Okay. So I guess that, and then VA args. VF print. Oh, cool. Okay. std error format args. VA args. Is this a macro? No, okay, it actually is. Wow, okay. Oh, what did I do? There we go. And then, abort. Cool. And actually, I want to specify I guess CD SRC touch misc HC, and this will be like functions that are just exist. Oca64 EMU misc HG. Define Oca64 EMU misc HG. And if. I'll copy that and put that here. There we go. And then I'll go into misc C and put that in there. Okay, there we go. So now, okay, so there we go. All right, I guess let's test. Another thing I want to do is I want to put the args up here. Args. Args equals parse args int c int arg c, oh, just arg c arg v. And now I'll test this args and static args. I just realized. Wait, okay, never mind. Okay, printf how often do I it's not really I don't have like a fixed schedule, but oftentimes when I do stream, it's around like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., sometimes 4 p.m. But if you're in my Discord server, you'll get notified whenever I start streaming too. So you'll know when I'm streaming. But yeah, I'm glad to see that one of the people who inspired me to do this wants to watch me do it. That's really cool. So I'm glad you stopped by. Oh my god, I love the C ternary operator. It's so good. Oh, so that's what abort does. Huh. Oh wait, I'm just using getOpt. Oh wait, what? Okay, what the heck? What the heck?
Our arguments are character arguments, so we need to convert them to a float, because our functions we just created were accepting input parameters of floats. So we can use then next we need to look at providing a to save it, compile it, and then we can execute it. Also use to check for everything else. So we interrogate the next option as we go through the while loop again. So we can copy this down and paste it into it for our Fahrenheit options, and then finally we'll put our default case. So we don't find CF, we can then really print an error message. So using the default keyword, we can write printf, and then whatever error message or anything like that we want to set. So with that ready, we can go out and check our code. So set the option as well to support this. And we're going to go through with the F flag. Providing -CF or -C -F, we get both options where we'd only be converting from one temperature to another. Dropping back then into our vi text editor, we're going to add in some variables to support this. And we're going to go through into our main function. We're going to add in int C flag, and we'll set its value to 0, and we'll do the same thing with the F flag and set that to 0. So really, you can tell when I've already set centigrade with the C flag, and then we set Fahrenheit with the F flag.
Hey, what's up everybody? I just realized that I haven't made an absolute beginner's video on how to get command line arguments into your programs. It's time to fix that. Let's go. Anytime you're learning a new programming language, one of the first things that you learn is how to get command line arguments passed to your programs so you can actually use them. Because Hello World type programs can be a great sandbox, a great playground for you to learn and try and also, as a side note, if you want to pass in an argument that has spaces in it, just put all the text that you want to include in quotes like this. Now, also remember that in your program, these arguments are strings, they're text. So I've done a few videos recently about strings, how they work, and how you can manipulate them. Those are helpful. But if you want to pass in arguments that are numbers, then you just need to convert that string argument into the appropriate number. So for an integer, that means using something like ATOI, which is short for ASCII 2 bits. For a float, you use something like ATOF, which is the equivalent, but it produces a float. And so this gives you a straightforward way to pass limited information to your programs. And that's all I have for today. Just want to make this quick video that hopefully fills in one of the gaps in my introductory sequence, helps you get arguments into your programs, so that you can change the way your programs behave, make things a little more useful.
Hi, today I'll show you how to use getOpt. So getOpt is a way to parse command line options and arguments. You can use getOpt in C or in a bash script. I'll focus on C in today's video. The cool thing, getOpt is POSIX compliant, so you can use it on any POSIX operating system. So how does our POSIX apply to command line which operates like? Well, I will do an example. Therefore, I'm using SPCI. And I'm passing some options and arguments to it. So after the minus, we have, or this here is the option, the minus S is an option, and the option S has an additional argument. The argument is the string of the function, but some options doesn't have arguments, like minus v for example. Here we don't need an additional argument. And today I will show you how to pass these options and their arguments in a C application. Therefore, I'm implement a small return application which can do this. So yeah, let's create a C file and call it return.c. First I need to include some headers. So I will need standard IO.h and standard lib.h. And for using getOpt, I need to include Unix standard unixtd.h. And the first thing I will implement is I will implement a function which will print the usage of my program. This function takes one argument, which is basically the name of the application. Okay, so print out the usage of my program. So I want to have a minus n option behind which I can pass in the name, and if I'm using this option, the name will be printed. Then I want to have a minus r option, which will give me how often someone should print it. Then I want to have a minus a option for the return version, and a minus h option for the small number. Okay, so let's write the extra shuffle to this. So as I want to pass arguments to a main function, I need to give it an integer with the argument count, and the second argument is an array of strings which contains the arguments I've passed to this function. Okay, let's also use kernel coding guidelines here. So here I will create two integers, one object for the current option, and r will be the number of times I want to greet. Then the second one is a pointer, which will contain the name which I should greet, and I guess that's just it. So now let's parse the arguments, and we'll do this in a while. So we'll use the getOpt function, the getOpt function needs the following arguments. The first argument is the number of arguments which will pass to my program. This is parse. The second one is our array of objects, which function happy. And then we'll specify which options we want to pass. And when getOpt return -1,
Now, why is it... I'm so confused right now. I think I'll just use get opt. Oh. Bit fields. Huh. Sorry if I'm bothering you, but can you explain the while statement? I understand switch and others. Yeah, so the while statement here, it's, so first, it's assigning this variable c to the result of getOpt, to the return value of getOpt, and it's doing it in parentheses just to enforce that this runs without incorporating this into the assignment for c. And it's taking what's in c and it's comparing it to this -1. And while it's essentially saying c is equal to this getOpt return value, but while c is not -1, run what's in this while loop. Yeah. Ooh. Hmm. Haha. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it back online? Okay, it's back online. Cool. Right, so now I need my actual commands. So I'm going to do fprintf stream and then execute. Execute a binary. Now I need to figure out how can getOpt handle flags that take file paths. Hmm. Oh, huh. Opt arg. Weird. So arg data. Char string. Type def struct parsed args. Args arg data. Optarg. Size of data string -1. Oh. I guess now I just try this. Thanks. Yeah, I really love this keyboard. Woohoo! Alright, so command emulate. Oh, also welcome to the stream. I'm forgetting to greet people because I'm getting so tired. I'm gonna beautify this too. There we go. Now it's pretty. And I'm also going to do something similar here. There we go. It works. Let's go. Hmm. Okay. One more flag and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Well, I don't use Firefox to begin with. I use a fork of Firefox, so it's unaffected. I use Florp. Add include directory. So cmake.h is includable. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, do I have to do it first like that? Oh, okay. Right. I need to args C. Oh, right. I need to add that to my parsing rules. There we go. Now it looks way better. Nice. Ooh, I can make this even more overcomplicated with 0.33. Never mind. I was thinking maybe I could like reverse this. No, I want to. How to invert text in ANSI. Escape codes. Okay. Right, I should add There we go. Now that looks cool. I'm gonna get rid of the space at the beginning because it does look a tiny bit weird. And I'm gonna make these like created by in description. I'm gonna change up their colors a little bit and stuff. $36M. And these will be bold and bright. Let's see how that looks. I like it. I actually want to add a little bit of color. A red header, and then these will be magenta. There we go. Now it looks really interesting. I'm also going to put some space and stuff. There we go. Alright guys, I'm going to stop the stream because it's getting late and I need to get in bed. So, I will see y'all next time. Have a good night. Or morning, depending what it is for you. Three, two, one.